When it comes to brain training, the science is important, so are the real-life results. Many clients say they notice changes in everything from stress levels to concentration with the help of BrainCore. So here joining me to tell us more is Devin Higgins with BrainCore. How's it going, Devin?
Good, Rose. How are you?
I'm doing very fine. You know, our previous segments, I learned a lot here, I must say.
Yeah,
of course. And, you know, we've talked a lot about neurofeedback, but before we jump into this, we need to sort of reestablish what is neurofeedback, right?
Yeah. Well, neurofeedback is just a way in which we help retrain our brain waves. Think of it as a personal trainer for your brain. Personal trainer will tell you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. With BrainCore neurofeedback, we're doing the exact same thing. We're telling your brain what it's doing wrong. And as a result, when we say neurofeedback, we're giving feedback to the brain to tell it what it's doing. And as it's doing that, it's learning new patterns. That's what's called neuroplasticity, the ability for the brain to change.
Gotcha. Okay, and so here there is a practice and a system that you run clients through, but how are they seeing the results in the day-to-day lives that they live?
Yeah. Well, so when we do neurofeedback, they'll almost start seeing results instantaneously because we can actually show patients immediately how their sessions went. So when we see that brain waves that are running too high start to become lower, that means they're more relaxed, they're focused, they're on task. And so those are the things that you'll usually see in coinciding with that. If you see brainwaves start to come down, you'll see better focus, better attention. If somebody's coming in for lots of anxiety and some of those beta waves that tend to run really too high, all of a sudden they start to normalize and kind of just chill out, guess what? The person starts to chill out too.
Yes, of course.
And so when we look at the results of neurofeedback, it's quite easy, and people will usually see results in the first 1 to 5 sessions.
Gotcha. And so you listed like ADHD right there, and you're talking about anxiety, but what conditions are you seeing a lot of clients come in the door with to see you for?
Oh, not only those, but we see kids and or adults that are on the autism spectrum. We see traumatic brain injuries, whether it's concussion, post-stroke. We see a lot of trauma. So people may have anxiety and PTSD related to a traumatic event. So those are some of the things that we're seeing as well. The list keeps going on. We have seizures, people that have seizure activities. You pretty much name it. We've seen it all, including migraines and sleep issues, etc.
Yes, of course. So there's more major and minor issues that we are targeting here. Clients coming in, they might be skeptical, saying, you know, does it only work for a certain age group, younger people, older folks? What is the prime age for this, or is there?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, there is no prime age, any age. We've seen kids as young as 3, 4, but typically around 5 all the way up to people in their 90s. It really doesn't matter. It's like everyone is going to get better. It's just better looks different on everybody.
Yeah, of course. When are they starting to see those results? I mean, you mentioned, you know, instantaneously, but is that the average typical mark?
So usually 1 to 5 sessions. The cool thing about neurofeedback, and this is where a lot of people ask this question, do I have to keep doing this? Am I gonna have to come back for more? The cool thing about neurofeedback is results are permanent. We're teaching the brain how to self-regulate itself. And so as a result, this is like riding a bike.
Yes.
You're never going to learn how to forget how to ride a bike. You might be a little shaky at first, but just with neurofeedback, we're teaching the brain, and as a result, things aren't going to go backwards. Usually, typically when we get to between 20 to 30 sessions, we're going to see permanent change take place, which means, are we still going to experience anxiety or mood issues? Of course, but we'll be able to regulate and move through it. That's the difference with neurofeedback, is that we actually make real permanent results, so usually most people don't have to keep coming back.
Yeah, of course. And you know, one thing I want to touch on here is that this is really a holistic approach. You know, a lot of people are scared to take drugs or be prescribed something, you know. And do you have patients come in here with those concerns?
Yeah, a lot of people that already come in are on medication already. Some people don't want to go on medications. The nice thing about with BrainCore neurofeedback is that we can get them off the medications. Most people can, and if they're on medications, can we do training with medications? Yes, certain ones. But we do want to either decrease the amount of medications and or walk off. But each condition is, and case is a little bit different. But typically for the most part, you'll see where people want to be drug-free and they can be drug-free.
Yes.
And that's what neurofeedback offers.
There we go. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, if you guys would like to come on down to BrainCore and look for a more holistic option to your mental health, you can do just that by coming in the doors here, or you can go online to braincoreglobal.com to learn more.